And welcome back, one and all. I'm your Undertoken. To my left, we have
the Hippie.
I'm the Enigma.
I'm the Warden.
Steve.
And we have a special guest from a special place. We like to call him
TNA
Todd.
TNA Todd.
Right.
What the fuck is TNA Todd?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Are you kidding me?
Tit and
Really?
ass
Yeah,
Todd.
you guys could make up some better gimmick than that shit. You guys are fucking wrestling fucking marks, and you cannot make up that shit. Are you kidding me?
TNA Todd
Jesus
seems like a
Christ, you
solid
got the
gimmick.
wrong
I
guy
already-
here right now.
I already got a gimmick for you.
Oh shit! Fucking bring it, kid.
Listen,
Bring it.
you're a stripper bouncer, and it's Tit and Ass Todd.
Stripper, bouncer,
It would fit perfectly.
stripper, bouncer.
Yeah.
Tit and
And you got a Virgil next to you, but he's a
no,
midget.
All of a sudden, I sounded like fucking Bubba Ray Dudley. That doesn't really matter.
Oh, man.
Oh, brother.
And there's a fucktard if everybody wanted to see one. No, anyway. Anyway, go with whatever question. My name is not TNA Todd, by the way. I'll go by whatever the fuck I decide.
Okay, well, whatever the fuck I decide, how are you doing today?
Tim.
I can't complain. Nobody listens. What the fuck?
Shit, you right. Not too bad myself, though.
Sweet.
So, sir, you were...
Sir, what? Sir?
Sir, ain't nothing
Don't
but
be
whale
a fuck-
shit hanging out at the
don't be a
bottom of the
fucking
ocean.
jabroni. Talk with a fucking presence. If you're gonna have a podcast that I want to listen to, I want to hear somebody with a voice. Not, oh my god, sir, I gotta read my fucking notes.
Oh, my God. Look at these notes. They're so dainty.
Bro,
Who
this
took
guy-
those notes anyway?
This is being savage over here.
You know what? His new nickname, Dick Savage.
Dick Savage. All right, listen here, Dick Savage. You're in the business for 12 years. Now, you've had to have seen a lot of crazy shit in your time. You did photography, production, shit like that. What was one of the craziest things you saw while you were in the business? In 12 years of it, you have to have some sort of crazy stories and shit you can tell.
The craziest story ever was that Dixie Carter owned fucking TNA. That was the craziest.
Oh, shit.
You want to shoot? I'll
Yes.
shoot.
Yes. Please.
No, mark it up, please.
Now, no, it is what it is. This is a little podcast you guys wanted.
Yes.
Want to hear about stupid shit from the fucking wrestling business? It's all real.
Every last bit?
Every last bit. Every last bit. From gigging yourself, from making yourself better in this business. It's all real. It's all about their own gimmick.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so you had to have experience with a lot of the superstars, I'm imagining. Is there any names you can say, or anything that happened with superstars that you can mention?
There's a lot of great guys in this business that I would highly recommend to follow if you enjoy wrestling. Guys I did work with back in the day, they're now in WWE. I mean, just follow their timeline.
Yeah.
I was there
put this
long
on
enough.
cracker.
It doesn't matter. Some of them are really good friends still. Others we pass by in an airport. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? I'm good. That's life.
Yeah.
You know? Because people are in the limelight, please don't put them on a pedestal. Because they're people. They're screwing up just like you are.
Right.
They're learning from that shit, hopefully. And if they don't, they'll fuck up in the long run.
Wrestling is life.
Wrestling is his own shoot.
So,
I've always said wrestling imitates life.
so I gotta ask. Tax.
Real.
Tax.
Fucking real. I had more in my shoes than they had in their head half the time, unless you were fucking Abyss. Abyss had more tax in his
mankind.
head. I saw, and I love that dude, man. I mean, I'll honestly say that's a good friend. He is a crazy motherfucker that put himself through a lot of bullshit for the gimmick.
he was a big mainstay in TNA for a long time.
Oh, he's still a mainstay.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was one of the only guys in TNA that I actually really enjoyed the whole time.
Was he the guys whose eye that popped out or something?
No, that was Vader.
Oh, it was Vader.
I don't think Vader ever had time in TNA. Actually, I can guarantee it. Now,
Actually, he made a cameo.
did he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very brief.
Jeez.
But
So basically, when you want to start off your own podcast, besides getting buried by your guest, which is always a guarantee to hopefully maybe somebody else will listen right off the bat. Dude, you're getting buried by your fucking guest.
Yeah.
So you got to come back on that, man.
Well,
I mean, don't just go to your
So
don't just
far,
go to your
so
notes.
far,
Go to your heart, bro.
well, so far the things you're telling me, it seems like a whole lot of mumbo jumbo
Okay.
by the book shit. I want to hear the dirt and the grime.
I have a question.
What dirt and grime?
I gotta know.
Come
Dude,
on.
dirt and grime.
You know the-
dirt
What?
and grime is in the fucking dirt sheets.
Yeah.
All you had to do was read that shit. You know how many people leaked shit on TNA? It was unreal. I got fired for something stupid, and I'm not even a fucking person that was on contract.
Oh,
I was
man.
a subcontractor that was a daily hire,
That lighter might not work.
only because I said something derogatory.
Oh.
And it was no big deal because everybody knew the same thing. It's just that somebody like buried me. That's all they did. It was, hey, you like wrestling? This is wrestling. This is wrestling. Let me shake your hand while I stab you in the back.
Yeah.
That's wrestling. That's
It's a
all
solid
it is.
Well,
analogy.
well, if you want to be
I'll
on top,
concur.
I imagine it's cutthroat as all hell.
That was every aspect of every business of every
Now,
production I've ever been in.
I gotta ask, how did you become a wrestling photographer and shit like this, production?
Let's just say I'm still in the business. I am not in the wrestling business anymore. Just fine with me,
Yeah.
because I could care less about working for those companies anymore. They are just as bad as the gimmick that you're watching.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh,
that definitely sets up how TNA was at the time.
At
Now-
the time.
I have.
Still.
I personally.
This is 10 times worse, I think, now. I haven't
It is. I think-
I haven't been there. I haven't been there in a long time, but what I heard of what has gone on recently, and I don't follow this shit. I'm not a mark. Never have been, never will be. The people I have talked about or will talk about are friends and the relationship I have with them throughout the course of my stay. But I never followed wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling when Hogan was popular in the 80s.
Good lord.
I didn't even give a crap about the whole turn. You know, I had a friend who actually shot the turn, in Daytona.
Yeah.
But wrestling's just, I don't know. There's something about it for me. It was fun to do, but it's not a life passion. I can still follow it and listen to what people have to say and hear about how good my friends are doing. That's great.
Yeah.
But as a whole,
Are you
I
will?
can live without.
Are you willing to talk about this scrap you had with one of the superstars that was a former WWE champion and has went on to still be in the WWE?
Oh, I must have missed something. Let's hear this.
there's a scrap about it?
I don't
Well,
know. I must, like I
this,
said, I must have missed something
certain
here. I would love to hear this.
Gold medalist.
Looking at me like I said something. This is a complete shoot. I don't know what's going on
You
here.
did.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You
That
did.
tells me everything I need to know.
It's not a scrap, kid. It's called a pre-tape.
Pre-tape.
That's all it was.
Okay.
There was no scrap.
Probably
There
no
was
cameras
Basically-
either.
Basically, for the show, because it was seen live in 2007.
I watched that
when you were
personally.
like 12 or less. Hang on a second. No. Probably 7.
Man, I wish I was 7. Whatever year you just said.
We'll past it.
But
I was
Get past
9.
it was a,
Microphone.
it was a pre-tape where Kurt Angle beat me
He
up.
keeps skipping
Ah.
James like he doesn't
Okay.
exist.
That's all.
That actually sounds pretty good.
I've
And-
seen this footage. It's pretty solid. It's a solid take.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Well, Jimmy.
Well, it was a pleasure.
Guys, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate
Nice meeting
it.
you.
Thank you for
It was
being
nice
on the
meeting
show.
you.
Nice
Till
meeting you,
next time.
Tim.
Nice
I
meeting
mean,
you,
you didn't
sir.
seem like you had anything else to say to me, so I don't know. That's just like,
We were circling back around, but if you must go, sir.
no, I don't have to go. I'm just all of a sudden it became this free for all, and I was just like didn't know where to input.
Right.
Shit, you're right.
It's usually how it ends up.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask
What's up?
some of the people you worked with.
Yeah.
How were they from being on stage to being off stage? How was their personalities? Were they the same? Were they completely separate kind of acts?
I mean, you could flip a coin on a day with certain personalities in any aspect in this business. Wrestling is just one aspect. I mean, I've worked with people that are Oscar winners and things like that too. So you get people on bad days, they're going to be assholes.
Okay.
Okay? When they're in character, they're going to play their character, whether they're a heel or a babyface. When they get out of character, yeah, I've had great days with some friends, and I've had some bad days with them as well. But shit happens, you know. In the long run, all of a sudden, you're still friends. That's the best part.
That's awesome.
So I actually had something that I was trying to interject earlier, specifically TNA and quite possibly further now. Can you tell me a story or two about Joe?
Samoa Joe?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, now I'm curious.
What exactly are you looking to ask? I mean, as in a
As in,
professional, as a personal thing? No, that's off limits.
No. As a professional, you worked with the man forever since he came over to TNA to, I guess, when TNA kind of dissolved a bit.
Yeah, basically, and then he went right to NXT.
Yeah. Like, just, okay, professionally, would you say Joe is, like, one of the better personalities you've worked with, or
Oh, by far.
by far?
No, I mean, for somebody who is, like I said, I'm not a mark. There's not a mark in me. I'm a guy in production. These guys were professional with me. When you see these guys work, how hard they work, that's the appreciation I had for them. Also, the friendships that we formed
Indeed.
because we had been together for so long. But the true intensity, the true work ethic, everything you would really expect from these guys. That's why they're there, and that's why they went through the ranks. I mean, unfortunately, TNA ended up becoming the stepping stone for most of these guys.
Yeah.
It should have been when it was popular in 2007, 2009. You know, when it was really at its own height. That's when those guys should have been over a lot more, like the Cenas of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, guys like that, Randy Orton's. All these guys should have been over. AJ was in there. AJ was the freaking man in that company.
Yeah.
Joe was also, I mean, but he was the great back and forth baby heel. AJ was always the baby.
Yeah.
You know, he only became the heel at the end. But still, the whole thing with Joe. No, Joe's just, he's been besides a good friend, but he's always just been the hardest worker I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. And UFC fights, things like that. He was, I mean, training with the UFC guys. He was never in the UFC himself. But he and I always got together on MMA fights and shit like that. So we had a good time.
I gotta say, if you haven't seen, you said you don't watch wrestling anymore.
I never did.
So,
I produced wrestling.
Okay, so Samoa Joe and AJ Styles had a feud, was it a month or so ago, for the championship. It's Samoa Joe. I never knew who he was. Didn't know who he was in NXT. Didn't know who he was in TNA. And when he comes along, his freaking promos are unreal. They're fascinating.
That's one of the
He's
things.
eloquent.
It's one of the things
Yeah.
I'm listening about.
Exactly. He knows how to work the mic. He's also been around since before you even thought of wrestling. And, I mean, Seriously, I've known Joe since 2005. That's 13 years for
He
me.
kind of reminds me of a Mick Foley almost.
He reminds me of it.
No.
No,
Like-
not at all.
Dude,
What
no.
a
Dude, no, he's he's so much more athletic than Mick ever
Yeah.
was. Mick was
Yeah.
a gimmick, and Mick was, I'm going to abuse my body all the way to breaking
Tax.
everything.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of production with all these superstars. What was some of the best promo work you saw from these guys? Who was like the king of promos over there?
In that show?
Yes.
Well, you had guys float in and out. The veterans always had their shit together, except when they didn't have their shit together, which was most of the time. Then you had guys that were trying to prove themselves.
Who's that bad guy?
Spot on, Joe.
Yeah.
Spot on. Always. You know, everybody flubs up,
Yeah.
but when it comes to his actual promos, look at some of the shoots. You guys want to see a great fucking three-way match? Watch Unbreakable, 2005.
Okay.
AJ, Joe, and Chris Daniels
Oh,
in a
Facts.
three-way.
Facts.
That'd be a
I shot
badass
it.
match.
I shot it, man. I shot that show. I'm in that fucking show. You'll see me.
Yeah.
A younger me, of course.
Would you say that's
Not too much younger.
Would you
but
say that's the best match you've seen over there in TNA when you were working?
I would. That was probably one of the top 5. But I also shot for 12 years, so I saw almost every fucking match AJ Styles ever did before
Yeah.
you guys ever thought who the hell AJ Styles is.
AJ was the man, man.
He's phenomenal.
So interjection
Imagine
here.
that.
Speaking of TNA and back then, what did you think of Amazing Red for his short stint before he got injured? He was the guy doing.
Oh no, I know the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he was a good guy. I mean he was a good worker, and you know, that was just the thing about that show
Mhm.
and the way it is that they really just they took advantage of a lot of those guys,
Yeah.
especially their exhibition guys. They took up, and those guys fucking crushed me. I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost had my neck broken
Wow.
like 3 times.
Just taken off the top rope.
No,
kind
they
of-
were up on the top rope doing a fucking backflip and land on me because they go the wrong fucking way.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that happens.
But it, like he was in ROH and I think like Dragon Gate, I believe, was one of the other things he was in. And I remember just watching his matches thinking, wow, this guy is like spot on. I've never seen him mess up any of these crazy like 720 corkscrew frog splashes. And you're just like, wow, you see these things. And then like they get their real push and they get into something like TNA,
Yeah.
WCW, WWE, WWF. And it's just as soon as they get that real exposure, boom, a real injury happens.
Well, that's exactly what happens to anybody. I mean, you get lazy or you get overworked. One of the two.
Yeah.
Because if these guys seem to work with the same guy over and over again, then they feel like they're always on, and then somebody fucks up.
Yeah.
Yo.
I've
Just one
seen
way or
I've
the
seen
other.
more I've seen more fuck ups in the ring than you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen a guy almost die in the ring.
Right.
Okay, I saw a guy get his neck fucking broken.
Right.
You know, we were so glad he didn't die. He had a 50-50 chance.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is the thing in the,
Jesse
the industry.
Sorensen. Jesse Sorensen happened live.
Wow.
My friend was on WWE for years. Had Owen Hart die in front of him,
Yeah.
falling from the rafters.
What?
Damn.
Man.
I saw one
That's-
of our best electricians that was Emmy award winning, you know, guy behind the scenes because he made sure the power was on, kind of guy. Fucking fall to his death too.
Damn.
Yeah, rough business
Yeah.
being on the road.
Like Hayabusa broke his neck. Everybody didn't think he was going to make it. And I think actually he's starting to walk now. With the help of like a walker. But I mean, the business is just,
Tana-
it is what it is. It's full of injuries.
Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom fucking broke his neck
Yeah.
about a month ago.
Real stuff. Sid Vicious Tried to
Yeah.
do.
That's nasty.
Fucking how he grabs his leg just
Yeah.
and wiggles it around.
That's brutal shit.
I don't even
Was-
laugh at that. Knowing
New
like,
Jacks?
I've been
New Jack
injured in the
was
ring myself,
ECW.
but
It wasn't
nothing ever
TNA?
like that severe. And when I see things like that, it's just like that's why I'm tall and don't do things like that. That's why.
I've seen broken legs in the ring.
Yeah.
I've seen heads split open.
Concussions as like just the mild side of it. The bleeding without gigging, that's always
That's
fun.
the hard way.
Yeah.
Dudley's had a stint in TNA, did they not?
Yeah, they were a stunt.
Yeah.
They were a stunt. Yeah,
Didn't-
they were there for a while.
Them tables, are they gimmicked or not?
No,
No.
no.
Tables
Look how
though.
fat Bubba is. Put his fat ass through a fucking table was easy.
Yeah.
It's called gravity.
Just
He knows how far. If you ever watch him putting Dixie Carter through a fucking table where she actually did,
I've
get a
seen
broken
that.
vertebrae, and yeah, it was in New York. I shot it, and yeah, but it was all Bubba's ass. But she had to take the brunt of hitting the fucking mat. 'Cause
Yeah.
the mat doesn't give.
Yeah.
The mat
Yeah.
is 2x6s, 2x8s. I mean,
Small
You know,
foam
flat.
padding, not very much. Not very much.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I mean, come on, you're marks.
Yeah.
You should know what a wrestling ring feels
Yeah.
like and looks like, and been in
Tommaso
one and
Ciampa.
anything else like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, it's
Better out than in.
that's why I just
WWE,
went off on a rant just because Bubba's fat.
the Fed wrestling rings, they don't give a lot.
Fabulous
They got a lot of
match.
spring, but they don't actually give a lot. It
A
hurts.
glorious
One of
match to
those.
watch in NXT is Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. It's a fantastic match because they are brutal to each other. They'll tear up the mats, freaking body slam them on the concrete, pull up the wrestling mat, slam them on the boards, and they're just nasty all over. It's a
Yeah.
fabulous 5-star match. All of them?
I'm seeing the resurrection of superhero marks out right here. Because this guy right here,
Hey.
marking out.
Hey. Look, shit, you right.
Shit.
Shit, dog.
Now, was this when TNA was doing the pre-recorded episodes and then releasing them out, or was it when they were doing it live?
Well, when I worked there,
Yeah.
I did it all.
Yeah. So what was
I mean, from 2004 to 2015.
what was the difference between doing it pre-recorded and doing it live?
Well, when you basically pre-record 2 weeks of shows, something like that, it becomes redundant.
Yeah.
It is the same people coming down the ramp 5 times within the first day, sometimes, depending on promos, depending on freaking matches, depending on run-ons. It's boring. Live is live.
Yeah.
Live, you fuck up, you fuck up. You move on. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pre-tape's boring. I mean, shit, man, you live in this area. I'm surprised if, even as a kid, you didn't get over to Orlando when TNA was,
Yeah, that
was
was
over there. They were over there from 2004
that was
until,
a beautiful
until
time.
2013, consistently, and then we went on the road for about 6 months, and they had no money left over because they didn't know how to market shit. Hi, Dixie Carter. No wonder you went under, you stupid idiot.
Mm,
You know, if you think I have a problem, Dixie Carter, you're right. But no, I mean that's the main reason why that show went under was because of her. They didn't know how to do anything because she was her own mark.
Yeah.
She was a mark to try to become somebody in the business. She was pushing to have her own reality show. Wow, and who gives a shit?
Yeah.
If you actually Google Dixie Carter, the dead actress comes up first. Okay? It's a lady from Designing Women
Burn.
back in the 80s, early 90s, old TV show. She comes up before Dixie Carter, the wrestling fucking promoter.
Wow.
Okay?
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Dick Savage.
Did you get to
over
work
here.
alongside the likes of Vince Russo and Jeff Jarrett?
Work alongside? That's a.
yes, I did. And I appreciated working with Double J. Vince and I never really worked that much. Vince was the only one that actually convinced me to go face to face with Kurt Angle in the pre-tape. And that was about it. That was the only time Vince and I really had a tete-a-tete, and which was fine with me because Vince was kind of the jabroni, and everybody knows it.
The only reason I
Why don't
asked
you
is that.
tell us how you're really?
No. Vince is well known in this business as being an asshole. I really don't have the personal opinion because I don't care. I talked to him once.
Yeah.
What happened out of that? I got hit. Literally. So, and didn't get any extra money for it. So.
No hazard pay. See, that's what got me.
Jesus Christ! You fucking kidding me? You're working on a show, okay?
Yeah.
Especially the reality shows nowadays. Please, you guys are like barely millennials. You're like sub-millennials.
We were born in the 90s. We're the late 90s.
You guys were born in the late 90s. No shit, man. I have underwear older than you. Fuck you.
Shit, I probably have underwear that's older than me too.
Shit, you're right.
Shit.
Those hand-me-downs are some son of a bitches, I'll tell you.
Hey, well, son, if you turn them around, they can last a little longer.
You turn them around, inside out.
Except now you're peeing on your own shit.
Wow.
Shit, you're right.
Dick Savage indeed, just burning.
I fucking love this guy, man.
Taking everyone down.
Steve, do you have any
To the
questions?
nub. Do I what now? What am I doing?
Any questions for Dick Savage over here?
Dick Savage. I brought up the Joe stuff. Can we speak shortly on Ric Flair and his short stuff?
Ooh, I freaking love Ric Flair. He's like dope ass.
Hey man, Ric Flair has lived his gimmick and has proved himself wrong many a time, and it's all in public notice and everybody knows about it.
Is he a nice guy?
I love Rick. Rick is a great guy. He's fun to have a cocktail with, or 12.
Even if
Yeah,
you're
I've
not
heard-
drinking.
I heard he's a big alcoholic.
I've heard some of his
Hang
radio
on a second.
stuff.
Pain pills, alcohol. What
Women.
What else is there to talk about? I mean, the man's more addicted to everything in life, and let him live the rest of his life. He barely.
At this point,
Didn't he almost die a few years back?
Yeah, he was in a
Yeah.
coma or some crap.
Yeah.
He was
exactly.
out for
A while.
4 days.
Yeah. Exactly.
4 days,
And then
damn.
it took him like 2 weeks to recognize somebody, and then he started strutting in the hospital halls.
And he's like, hey, his gown's on backwards, and he's like, hey, I took a Viagra. And he's like, god damn it, not again.
No, that's.
Who else but Rick? Who else but Rick?
Ric Flair. Yeah, good guy. Sting, though, he kind of ran
Disappointed today.
What was-
TNA's.
How did that? Yeah,
What are you digging on TNA?
who was king of the
I'm not
locker room
digging. I'm
back
just,
then?
pointing out specific times.
You talk to the boys. You don't talk to me about that. Here's the thing. You want dirt on shit that's so far gone? I mean, there's nothing TNA today shows from TNA even 4 years ago. Not even the same people, not even close, not even the same production people.
So
It's
TNA
sad.
is still a production.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just no longer on the map.
Oh, it's been Impact Wrestling for a couple years now, but they're moving on to another channel that nobody gives a shit about anyways.
Sundance or
No, dude, literally, they went from Spike TV down to Pop TV or something else before that. Oh no, they went to Destination America. Yeah,
I've never.
yeah, exactly. Like and it was exactly. This is the great marketing of Dixie Carter. And
For years to this day.
oh no, my God! I mean, seriously.
Every time I hear her name, it's hard not to laugh.
And then literally they put him on Pop TV. They were still an HD show, but it was in an SD conversion. People were watching it if they gave a shit about watching it on an SD channel. It used to be the TV Guide channel.
Right.
Literally.
these are the
The TV. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Remember when people actually had cable and gave a crap about it?
Yeah, they
You know?
said 10 minutes because they had the deluxe package and had to get to the box.
Exactly. Hey, I got the TV Guide show. I'm gonna watch this for a while.
Yeah.
This is nice. I like this. You can see everything.
Were you around for the whole Jeff Hardy Sting incident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not asking for dirt. how did that all go down?
Read the dirt sheets once again. I mean,
The
seriously.
dirts.
I mean, everything was so out in front that entire time. It was unreal. The only thing was that Jeff was so fucked up, and he got put to the mat like 4 minutes into the freaking
Scorpion Death Drop.
whatever it is,
You know, the move that dropped him on his dome.
and because Steve was pissed off,
Yeah.
plain and simple. Because he sat there and shot, he did a shoot on him walking up the ramp. I shot it. He goes, yeah, there's your champion. Whatever.
There's your champ. I forgot what was going on. The cancer treatment's got me down.
Oh, fuck.
Well, have you not... Is it his left or his right pec that they removed? Sting. He had...
How the fuck am I going to know that?
You're in production.
You
You're
guys
seeing
are the
the
fucking
angles.
super bar. Yeah. Steve, hi, darling. Outstanding. You look amazing today. Just to let you know, Stinger. Okay? Yeah, your little waspy little ass. Get over here and let's put some makeup on that fucking scar. We don't want to see that shit.
We don't want to see it. Put a pillow.
Exactly,
Pat
pillow.
it.
Come on, let's do something here. Put a pepper in front. We know you're a little bigger than that. Come on, Sting. Jesus, no, I don't know jack
Production,
shit
man.
about
Production.
his fucking scar.
The Hardy Boys were in TNA, weren't they?
No, it's like he's missing like the muscle and everything.
Okay,
I think it's his.
I gotta ask. The Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
How nice are they to meet in person?
Yeah, totally.
Let's see. When I was dealing with Matt, he had just cleaned up again. He was all right. Jeff was always great.
Jeff was always really nice.
Yep. Always.
So distinction between skinny Hardy Boys and fat Hardy Boys.
I don't really give a shit. I mean, they brought a paycheck to me too.
Yeah.
You know, they were the draw. Jeff was the draw for a good portion of my run.
Yeah.
Both times. I was there when Jeff started with them. He left, went to WWE, lost it again, came back, then went back again. Like I said, it's a revolving fucking door in wrestling. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the business.
Yeah.
You get a contract here, you get a contract there.
Yep.
Jimmy, where are we at?
41 minutes.
41.
Are you drunk?
Another sponsor.
Sponsor!
Oh, shit, don't fucking bring this shit on me now. God damn it. Alright, what's a grab?
Here you go.
What to sponsor today?
No!
Today's sponsor is brought to
Gave
you
him my work
by
card.
Mountain Dew. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Cool, Jam. You suck.
Delicious.
Now, before we wrap this up, is there any other shit we haven't asked you or talked about that you would like to share? Or?
No. It's not a goddamn thing.
He said too much already.
No, it has nothing to do. Come on, dude. I'm so far removed from the business, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
I do so many more things, and I've been around film and TV production for 30 years. So I'll be fine if this leaks out. Oh my God.
The wrestling talk.
Oh my God. The shit that happened 5 to 10 years ago. They're really going to care about. And then I think Dixie Carter is a plain piece of shit. Who cares?
Everybody's going to agree.
Please, everybody Google Dixie Carter and see the old broad that comes up. And then
Alright, I got you.
Oh, you're doing it now?
Oh, what was the name?
Dixie Carter.
Oh my God, really, man? You're that much of a mark and you knew nothing about Dixie Carter? I mean,
You
if
knew nothing.
No. Actually, in the search, American businesswoman.
Doesn't even mention she owns a wrestling promotion.
Well, it's not even that now, but anyway. It really doesn't fucking matter.
Right. Dixie Carter. Washed up, has been, wannabe.
Oh, yeah. Wannabe never was.
Never was.
Never was.
How?
She was the 40-something Paris Hilton without the sex tape. She was a billionaire that wanted to be famous. Daddy bought her a wrestling company, plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to wrap up.
Go.
Steve, go by all
I had
means.
just
I'm
more
sorry.
quips. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go. No, go ahead.
No,
I
lost. Totally gone by now.
You killed it.
See, way to go,
Done.
Steve. You just did it.
Way to bring it down, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Will.
Kiss my ass.
This is AA's
Watch it
Anonymous.
once
This
in
is
a while.
Assholes Anonymous, everybody.
H, yeah. No, what are we at? Final thoughts now?
About to be, unless you had another little question, comment.
No. I was actually supposed to meet my original trainer this evening in the downtown Dunedin pub crawl, but then I decided I didn't have the bank to do a pub crawl. So I had 2 beers in downtown and I split. That's all I got.
Downtown was busy tonight.
Not really. When I was there, this was 2 hours ago by now, I'm sure, but
I was there earlier.
Well,
that's all I got.
final thoughts, anybody? James?
What a shit show.
Right?
Was it a shit show? Really?
Was it?
No, it wasn't shit. It was
I don't
just
think so.
all over the place.
There was a little bit of...
you guys did run off in the muck for a little
But we
bit.
still got some good information in there.
Yeah, there's
no.
there's content here. There was shit in the show, but was the show shit? I don't know.
No, the show was not shit.
This
We
is,
gotta
why,
add some of that.
It was a shit part of the show.
this is why we don't do it live. I love it.
Oh,
That's my final thought.
that's your final thought.
Yeah.
Let's
We'll do it live one day.
man.
Oh, man.
We'll do
no
it
wonder my
live
Twitter's
one
not
day when it
blowing.
actually fucking works.
man. Seriously,
When
man.
we
my-
can
When we
Twitter
get
on
better at
fucker,
this,
man.
we'll start doing
Right.
it live.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had Vegas involved. You know how much money I just lost?
No,
Bets on unknown podcasts? Jesus.
no.
But anyway, yeah.
I'm
So,
the Jesus of
that's
the
all I
Unknown
got.
podcast.
That's all I got. Yeah.
I feel orange. That's all I gotta say.
My gums are sweaty.
It's been a blast. It's been an honor having you on the show. I thank you very much for being on here.
Oh, please don't be. The honor was all mine. It was, by far. I'm all verklempt, in fact. I have nothing else to say but this. No.
Alrighty. I've been the Undertaker.
I've been hippie.
I mean, Enigma.
I'm the warden.
Steve.
And thank you for our very special guest, Dick Savage.
The Tool Man Taylor.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, guys.
I'm normally random. Whatever the
Search
hell
it all.
is.
What the fuck was that?
Good plug, Jimmy.
They're
I
It
want
was
to
a
say,
sneeze.
excuse me, the people that cannot actually understand this man, please do another
Abnormally
promo.
goes
Please do another promo. You're all wrestling people. Please be able to use your voices.
So
Well, okay, follow Steve.
Enunciation.
Well, follow Steve on Abnormally Random on YouTube and Facebook, and Abnormally Goza on Instagram. Check out some of his stories. He's got some cool shit, and that's been our show.
Thank you.
all right, see ya. Fun. Undertaker's out. I don't know. What's
Bye.
Tokerwait's
Yeah.
off the air.